weather is starting to slightly change. Around August is when the fucking the weather starts to change and shit. The sun start coming up later. The sun is not even up right now. Normally around 6:30, the sun is up. It's rising up. So the season is starting to slowly shift and change into fall and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Okay, so I went 2 days without drinking. That's a good start, right? I relapsed last night. I just wanted to drink so bad. But we're gonna go another 2 days without drinking. The most important thing is that I slowed it down. That's the most important thing. I swore I will never have another drink again, but after 2 days, it was like, fuck. Cold turkey is the worst thing, man. Man, you can't quit nothing cold turkey. Oh well. Whatever. I did 2 days without drinking. That was very good. So now I gotta do another 2 days. Or at least, 1 or 2 days. Just spread that shit out, man. Don't be fucking like drinking back to back, or what they call it, excessive drinking and shit. Don't do that. And take days off. Like at least 2 or 3 days off from drinking. Like drink once every 2 days, shit. Or at least have some time for your, give time for your liver and kidneys to heal and shit. Because when you drink, your kidneys and liver take a hit, But as long as you space that shit out, you should be okay. You feel me? Yeah, so, I want to start this live, man, with the good look. Shit, I can't talk right now, man. I just woke up like half an hour ago. Good looking people have good lives. That's true, man. I notice when I'm in shape, I get treated better. Little Seven, she said hello to me when I walked in, bro, yesterday. Yeah. Little Seven, you feel me? Yeah, Little Seven, she said hello. And I said hi, how you doing? She was like, I'm fine. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. When you drop weight, bro, you get treated better. You feel me? You get treated good, man. Like I said, man, good looking people have the best lives. I see why a lot of these guys don't want to delete themselves, man, because they feel like they're not worth anything, because maybe they sub 5 or they're below average looking or below average height. I just saw a video of a guy who was 5'4" and he deleted himself because he felt like his life with women sucks. He felt like his life with women was like toe up from the flow up. You feel what I'm saying? For real, it was a video on a guy who straight up deleted himself, man, because he was just like, I'm 5'4". I hate myself. I hate, he couldn't take being 5'4", man. You know, he just deleted himself. But, Chad or Tyrone, they don't think about that. They got the best lives with females. Even guys like, guys like Tyrese, he can't really buy his looks. He could get the female, he could buy the female, but he can't buy looks. He'll never get the same thing that Chad and Tyrone is getting, which is genuine relationships with top tier females. You feel what I'm saying? He lucky he got money, bro. Be happy for that. Be thankful for that. But yeah, so good looking people have the best lives. Like I said, man, when I'm lean, I'm in shape, I get treated very well. When I'm fat and out of shape, I get treated badly. I get treated horribly. And I'm still not finished jumping the body fat percentage, you feel me? It's like you a celebrity or some shit when you're good looking. You feel what I'm saying? Damn, the sun is not up yet? Yeah, normally the sun would be up right now. You can tell the season is slowly shifting right now. The sun ain't up. It's past 6:30. It's like you a celebrity when you good looking, bro. I remember when I was fat, bro, I got treated horribly, bro. I got treated like straight up hot garbage, bro. I got treated like I didn't matter, man. Like I was approaching females and I couldn't even get a date. Couldn't get them to respond. And I even went after fat women and they didn't want me, man. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was like super sumo size overweight, I'll never get that overweight ever again, bro. I might go up and weigh a little bit, but I'll never like gain an extra 30 pounds. That's how much I lost before, after the steroids. When I started using enhancements to lose the body fat percentage, okay, now the sun is coming up. Like after the enhancements, I lost the weight and I got treated so much better. It was like night and day, bro. You feel me? I got treated so much better. I was getting dates. I was getting just a VIP fucking card. You know what I'm saying? It was like I was welcome to the club again and shit. The ducks don't come around no more, man. Like I said, man, you get treated so much better when you're in shape, versus when you're fat. When you're fat and out of shape, man. And I remember when I was younger, bro, in my 20s, man, I was getting treated like a celebrity, bro. When you're lean When you have low percentage body fat, you get treated better, bro. Than versus if you're like a guy that's sub 5, man, you just get dissed hard, bro. And you know what? What's his name was right. You know, what's his name? Facing LMS. He was right. He was right. He was saying that men who are sub 5 gets nothing. He said not even like low quality scraps. You know, he said, uh, he said when you sub 5, and I've been there before. I've been sub 5. You feel what I'm saying? He said, man, when you sub 5, you get nothing. Nothing. It's true, bro. Like, women be checking for men who are above their looks level all the time. I mean, prime example, sub 5 stalker. You know, that's why she went crazy and started throwing coffee on my car every single day. You know, she thought she deserved a man that was above her looks level, bro. You know. So yeah, good people have the best lives. I mean, good-looking people have the best lives. I can, you know, I shit. Yeah, you know, like, yeah, it's true. Good-looking people have the best lives. And people who are not good-looking, they got the worst lives. Motherfuckers got to get money because they sub 5 and shit like that. And yeah, you can attract women, but you won't be able to keep them from very, very long. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna have a hard time having a long-term relationship with those Keishas and those Chung Lees or the Stacys and shit like that. Sorry guys, I just woke up, so my brain is slow right now. You know, you're gonna have a hard time getting a real authentic relationship. A real authentic relationship, man, with a female that's above your looks level. Like one of them top tier women is just like, once you get bread, they're gonna come around only just for your money. You're not on their looks level. They've been with better looking dudes than you. You know? Cause I've been watching that Pop the Balloon show. And all them Tyrones on there, bro, I cannot compete with them dudes. Them Tyrones, even older Tyrones, I can't compete with them dudes, man. Them dudes got it going on with females, bro. Tyrone and Chad always wins, man. That's what they call it, right? You know, Chad and Tyrone always wins. Are we working out today? I'm gonna try to work out today, man. If not, I'll just forget about it. If not, you know. So you gotta understand something, man. It's either you're good looking or you're sub 5, bro. I have always considered myself decent looking, but not the best looking dude in the world. Not an 8, 9, or a 10 or nothing like that. But I've always considered myself at least average with a few good features. Maybe the eyes and the lips and stuff like that. That's what I've been told by females. You know, they tell me that I got good eye area or good lips. You know, that's why I was with my ex-girlfriend, you know. We both had attractive lips. She had attractive lips, I had attractive lips. But as I get older, I start, you know, studying looks a lot more and know what's attractive and what's not attractive. I tell you, almond-shaped eyes are better than round eyes. You know, hunter eyes. Yeah, that's what I got. Hunter eyes, hooded eyes. I learned all of that. You know, what's up with it? Big D, what's up with it? You know, that's all I gotta say, man. You feel me? Is the It's just like night and day difference, man. When you're fat and out of shape, you get treated horribly. But when you're in shape, you got less body fat percentage. You just get treated better. Like I said, man. Uh, Little Seven spoke to me like, man. She spoke to me like it was like I was her friend and shit. like she knew me or something yesterday. You feel me? You know. It's true, man. You know, I hate that. You know it's man. You get treated differently when you're in shape, man. When you're looking good and stuff like that. When you're at a low body fat percentage. When you're fat, man, and out of shape, man, you get no respect from society, bro. You know, you get no respect at all. You know, you feel me? So when you are a guy that's you know, you feel me? Like I'm sorry, I'm reading this comment right here. I appreciate it. You know, I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Like Reggie from the Nutty Professor. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. But like I said, man, it's totally different when you at a low percentage body fat versus when you're fat. I don't know if I'm gonna work out today or not, man. I think I'm gonna take a day off, man, and work out tomorrow morning, man. My muscles need to heal a little bit and get back out there, man. I don't want to overdo it, you feel me? You know, let your muscles and stuff heal. Because I worked out yesterday hard, but it wasn't for that long, though. I worked out for about, maybe like 40, 45 minutes. But I did sprints. So I don't know. I might get back out there again today and just do capoeira. That's about it. You feel me? But like I said, man, it's totally different, bro. Like when you at a low percentage body fat, bro, it's a different world. You know, somebody said that a while back. He was like, man, when you at low percentage body fat, it's a different world, bro. It's a different world with women, bro. You know, they treat you different. They sure do. Like I'm getting treated differently now that I'm like losing weight and shit like that. You know, I get more stares, more smiles and stuff. You just got a better life when you're good looking, man. Good looking people got the best lives. Like I said, man, you know, they got the best lives. They gonna, you feel me? You know, and like I said, man, some guy deleted himself because he just felt worthless, man. I saw that video, man. I was like, what? You know, yeah, he was 5'4", and he just felt like he was worthless, and deleted himself and all that other stuff, brother. There was a video on that, man. I don't know why it's still up, because that usually a video like that get taken down and shit like that. I just woke up. Sorry, I'm fumbling and bumbling over my words, man. You feel what I'm saying? But usually a video like that gets taken down. But it goes to show that good-looking people got the best lives, man. You just get welcome to the club. When you're good-looking, it's like a club. You get in for free and shit. And like, you know what I'm saying? But if you're not good looking, you sub 5, and I've been both, okay? Back when I was overweight, 30 pounds overweight. You got guards like there just guard the entry and don't want to let you in and shit when you're overweight and fat and out of shape and sub 5. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But when you lose that weight, they're like, come on into the club. Yeah, you go inside the club, there's a bunch of girls waiting for you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. It's like, if you're not good looking, you got a bunch of guards at the entry, just they won't let you in and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, they guarding. Oh, he can't come in because you know, he got fucked up clothes and he's overweight and he's balding, you know, he's short. No, he can't come in. But then when you're in shape, muscular, they'll say, yeah, he could come in. Come on in, man. Go on in there. If you a Chris Brown type of dude, they'll let him in. You know, they'll let you in and shit like that. But if you short, fat, you know, balding, just sub 5 for no apparent reason, they're gonna block the door, man. I'm sorry. They're gonna block the door. They're not gonna let you in, bro. They're gonna be like, no, he can't come in unless he has a lot of money. Now, if you sub 5 and you got a lot of money, they'll let you into the door. You know, they'll let you in. So, okay, he's sub 5, but he has a lot of money. Come on in. You know, that's how it is, bro. It's just, we live in a world like that. You know. Anyway, I'm at the end of this live, man. I gotta get in here and have some water. I think I'm fasting. Yeah, I'm fasting today. Yeah, no food, no nothing until like at least 1 o'clock. You guys have a good day, man. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. You know, it's the way it is. I know it sucks, but it's a gamble how you come into the world, man. It's a gamble, you know, how you come into the world. Either you're gonna come into the world average looking or sub 5 or Chad or Tyrone. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta go. You guys have a good day. I'll make another video when I leave the Starbucks. Peace, man.